Welcome back. You're still tuned into Your Stocks this afternoon. Well, it's turning out to be a good session for us. The Bank Nifty not gaining as much as the Nifty as well as the mid caps at this point in time. So the Bank Nifty is up around 67 odd points. We have the Nifty, which is up around 163 odd points. But let's get talking about a couple of queries now. Joining us this afternoon, we have Kush Bora, who's the founder at kushbora.com, and Parthiv Shah, director at Tracom Stockbrokers, to answer all of your queries on the technicals as well as the fundamentals. Afternoon, gentlemen. Let's get to the first query. We have CS Mohan Rangan, who's calling us from Kerala with a question. He has investments in Biocon. Hi, sir. Go ahead.
Yep. Hello.
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Very good afternoon, sir. I am Mohan Rangan.
Afternoon.
Hello. I have purchased Biocon actually. It has gone down to almost all-time low actually. Shall I average it now at this stage?
What is your potential to hold? How long can you hold this stock?
I can hold it for at least 1 year. Absolutely not an issue.
Okay, all right. So you're comfortable with holding Biocon for 1 year. Any other pharmaceutical stocks in your portfolio, sir?
Already I am having Workout with me.
Okay, you have Divi's.
Already I am having Workout pharmaceutical in my folder actually.
Okay, all right. Parthiv, let's come to you on this. Mr. Mohan Rangan has walk-hearted his portfolio. He's making a loss on Biocon at this point in time. It is below his buy price as well. Do you think it's prudent for him to average out Biocon, or probably look at maybe any other pharmaceutical stock, or maybe even just look beyond pharmaceuticals?
Good afternoon, Ekta. Whom better to ask about Biocon than you? I think you've been interviewing Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, and you've been tracking this company in and out and pronouncing all the biosimilars rightly. So anyways, Ekta, see, the problem with Biocon has been the lack of execution. In terms of the pipeline, especially in their biologics division, which is almost 41%, it has a lot of blockbuster sort of products which are still yet to get launched, and they're in the research trial phases. And they had launched some products in the Japanese markets, in the European markets. But unfortunately, whenever we talk of the results, I think there's always a miss. And that's the key disappointment that the street is facing. Biocon also holds a stake in Syngene, which relatively has done a lot better. No doubt there's a lot of value here in Biocon, but it lacks momentum because of lack of any triggers. So my sense is that the gentleman, I think, should not average more. Maybe he can wait for some sort of bounce, because its valuations have become really cheap. And on any bounce, I would suggest an exit. And in the pharmaceutical space, we are a lot more comfortable with a name like JB Chemical Pharma, where I think there's with good conviction, one can say, based on the brands that they've built, the portfolio of brands that they've built, it can easily grow at a CAGR of 20% over the next 3 to 5 years. And the valuations at around 23 times looks cheap.
All right, that is the fundamental view on Biocon and some other pharma names. But Kush, how is this one looking to you on the charts? Like we were pointing out, it has corrected a lot. It's down around 40% in 1 year. But the high for this stock, it has gone all the way over 480 as well. So how do you look at it from a 1 year perspective?
Parthiv not only stole my opening line about referring it to Ekta, but he also stole my view on this one. Look, the stock has been in a very clear downtrend for the last year or so without any sort of meaningful bounce. The only saving grace here is that his buying price is low, which is at about or rather low, which is 260. The stock is attempting a rebound from 230 to about 240 levels right now. My suggestion would be, if it's a trading bet, hold on to this with a tight stop loss of 230. If the stock breaks this, then it could see further dent. And in case there is a bounce, 260, where the 50 DMA is placed, the stock would rise up to those levels and he could get an exit at price. So my suggestion would be, hold on with a tight stop loss of 230. In case you get a bounce to about 260 levels, which is anyway his buying price, exit around those levels.
Okay, so exit at around 260, and 230 would probably be the stop loss technically on Biocon. But we have another query from the entire healthcare pharmaceutical space. We have Mr. Ranganath Shankar, who writes to us from Bangalore. He holds 50 shares of Apollo Hospitals, which he's bought at around 4450. Again, below the current market price is below his buy price. He is a medium-term investor, and he wants to know whether to hold or sell this particular stock. Well, Kush, this is a turnaround story, because this entered the Nifty, and everybody is bullish on the entire hospital space with rising occupancies, insurance. What is your sense? Do you think that it's a hold?
Very clearly, and a couple of reasons for that. I mean, there's a lot of volatility in the stock. Let's not rule that out. The stock has seen wild swings of about 4,200 to as high as 4,900. So I can understand the pain that the gentleman would be going through right now. But technically speaking, the stock has taken support at its 200-day moving average. It does bounce back, and when it does, it bounces back sharply. So my suggestion would be hold on. What you could do is have a very tight trailing stop loss at around 4,300 or 4,280 zones. Once the stock bounces back, 4,450, which is just buying price, is my first target, and 4,600 is my second target. So there is very clearly momentum building up in the stock in the last couple of sessions. So hold on to this one.
All right, hold on to Apollo Hospitals. This is another one we could have just tossed to Ekta, right? At this point, it feels like Ekta has planned this entire show. But with that, we're going to wind down in this edition of Your Stocks. Thank you very much for joining us and taking us through all of these queries. We are, completely out of time here, but the market is at the high point of the day, 160 points higher on the Nifty. Thanks for tuning in. You have closing bell up next for the last hour of trade.